As you can see, we're doing lesson 28 today, and we are going to be solving 3-digit dividend division with divisors of 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to work on breaking down 3 digits wholes versus 2-digit wholes. That's our new piece today. What we're going to start with, we're going to start with 297 divided by 4. And the way to do that is we are going to lay out our 290, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we put out our whole, and now we know that we're working in groups of 4, or 4 groups. So we're going to create 4 groups. And what we'll do is we'll pass out our discs. We always start with the largest first. Well, as you can see, our 200s don't actually divide into anything. So we have to unbundle them into the hundreds or into the tens place. So I have 2 hundreds. How many tens is that? You're right, that's 20 tens. So if I put that over here, I would put out 20 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to use a different color for the next grouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's not really
Now that I have them unbundled, I'm going to cross them off because I don't need them anymore. And if you look over here at our problem, we have 2 hundreds. It doesn't work. So we're actually going to say that 0 went into 4 groups. So 0 times 4 is 0. If I subtract them, I still have 2 hundreds, which I unbundled and added to my 9 tens. So now I have 29 tens, which is what I have over here. So now I need to pass them all out. I'm going to pass them out quickly because I don't want to waste your time. I know I have 4 groups, so I'm going to go in groups of 4. You can obviously take your time and do as many as you need to at whatever speed works for you. It appears as though I was able to pass out all but 1, and I should have 7 in each one. Let's see if I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means I was able to put 7 tens in each group. 7 times 4 is 28. If I subtract those two, I have 1 10 remaining, which is correct. So I take that 10 and I unbundle it. How many ones are in a 10? You're right, there are 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I had 10 plus 7, which gives me 17. I have to bring that 7 all the way down. Now I have 17 ones. And I want to divide them into 4 groups. I'm going to take my discs and I'm going to pass them out. Again, I'm going to pass out quickly just so I don't bore you. I know I have 4 groups, so I'm going to group them in 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see, oops, that one I had taken. I see that I really technically only have 1 left. And I put 4 in each group, which makes sense because 4 times 4 is 16. If I take away 16 from 17, I get 1 left, which is what I had. Therefore, it is remainder 1. I must check my work because I want to make sure that I'm correct. And this is a 0. Don't let that trick you. I left my stylus at home. So it would be 74 is my quotient times 4, which is 4 times 4 on 1s is 16, carry the 1. 4 times 7 tens is 28, plus 1 is 29, plus 1 remainder is 290. 97. They match, therefore I know I am correct. This is something else we're going to be doing in class, which is just a conversation piece. How many weeks are in 1 year? So the question we actually have to ask ourselves, we can't deal with weeks and year, so we actually have to ask ourselves, oops, how many days are in a week? And we know there are 7. So a year has 365 days, 7 days in a week. This will help us figure out how many weeks in 1 year. Now you can put out your whole 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then cut it into 7 groups. It's a lot of groups to cut it into. I'm going to do it without cutting it into groups, but if you want to cut it, that's fine. So I would say to myself, I have 300s. How many times does 300s go into 7 groups? Well, it doesn't. So therefore, that would be a 0. So 0 times 7 is 0. If I subtract them, I get 3 hundreds, which I unbundle and turn into tens. So now I should have 36 tens. I leave that 5 alone. I'm not ready for it yet. I'm not even working with my ones. Now I say, how many times does 36 go into 7 groups? Well, the answer is 5, because 5 times 7 is 35. If I subtract that, I have 110 left. I unbundle that and add it to my ones. I now have 15 ones. 15 goes into 7 groups 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. Subtract that and get a remainder of 1. Don't forget to bring that up top, otherwise it's not finished. To check it, we take our quotient, which is 52 times 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 more is 36. Plus 1 is 365. So how many weeks are in 1 year? There are 52 weeks in 1 year. What is that remainder 1? It's just 1 extra day. So my answer statement would read, there are 52 weeks in 1 year. And that's all for lesson 28.